Wow, really, this is getting bad. Hey, hey, my beautiful people. Hey, my beautiful people. How y'all doing? Hey, how everybody doing? Mina said, wow, really, this is getting bad. Yes, it is, Mina. And that's why I'm making sure I let you all know what's going on. But hey, you all. Hey, my beautiful brothers and sisters. How you guys doing? Hey, Danny. Look, hey, Danny. I hope you're well. Yes, I am. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you all. But this is where fitness meets politics. Okay. I hope you all are doing well with the 6 week challenge that I put up. I hope you all are taking advantage of the 6 week challenge I put up because a lot of times you want to start, yeah, a lot of times you want to start at home. You know, you want to get your body acclimated to working out, knowing that you will stick to it and do it. So almost like a body condition. So that's why I really put those 6 week challenges out to my clients or people who want to come to me, but they are just afraid or they think they can't do it. So what those 6 week challenges does is if you're at home and you do it at your pace and you do it when you can do it, it it conditions your body to know, okay, I can do this. And then a lot of times after people do that, they'll be ready to come to me or to go to the gym because I know that the beginning of the year, that's most people resolution is going to the gym and being healthy and losing weight. So with that being said, please take advantage of that 6 week challenge I post. It's right there on my page. And I believe it's probably with the shorts. But just go look at the 6 week challenge and take advantage of it, you all, because I really care about your fitness and your health. That's really the most important to me. And so that's what and then we are doing no sugar and no starches. So the 6 week challenge at your pace, and the 6 week, and then the no sugar and no starches. All right, so take advantage of that. Okay, so what I want to talk about today, you all, because you know it's getting to the point where this these aldermen, these people that we elect are just blatantly, blatantly. Did I say that right, y'all? Blatantly. Okay, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. They are just plain in our faces. They just doubling down on what they're saying that they're going to do, and they're doubling down on making sure that whatever they do is totally against what we want. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm seeing. And with that, and the only way they're able to get away with this garbage is if we're ignorant, if we're not holding them accountable. And they're so used to us not holding them accountable and just doing what they want to do. It's like they just think they can still do it. They don't understand that the time has flipped. America has said no to all those anti-American policies that the Democrat have tried to push on us, and we rejected that. And it just seemed like these people and these local seats and these local the mayor, the alderman, the governor, they don't get it. They don't understand that we are not playing with them as the people. And they only can get away with it because we're ignorant. And I'm going to make sure we are not, especially in Chicago, because they have to understand that they're not going to keep playing with us. So, because Brandon Johnson now, because everybody shot down, because the alderman shot down that 300 million property tax hike. Then he proposed 150 million property tax hike. Now this Negro is coming back and proposing a $68 million property tax hike. And see, they have to vote on that budget. And so the city council meeting is going to be Friday, you all. It's going to be next Friday. And we are going to definitely be there because this dude lost his mind. He just will not stop, y'all. He just going to keep trying to, I guess if they shut that down, he going to say what, 50,000? I mean, 50 million. So he wants $68 million property tax hike. This is what he's proposing. If they shoot that down, he's probably going to go back and say, well, can I get a 50 million? This dude is crazy. That's what I'm saying. And it's just frustrating, you all. It's really frustrating when you're dealing with these people who think they can just do whatever they want to do. And no, you work for us. So that's the problem. But anyway, with that being said, I wanted to talk to you all. I just had to vent real quick because I don't know if you all know what's going on as far as that. But anyway, so I want to talk about, like I said, these people, this administration is not reporting the crime that's really happening in these blue cities, especially Chicago. So my husband, his one of his commander friends sent him the find it. So, which lets me know they don't want to talk about this, or they don't want us to know what's going on. So I want to talk about this with you all. So with this, I don't know if you all remember, but I want to say about 8 months ago, it was a Venezuelan illegal alien who went on TikTok, and he went viral because he was telling people or telling illegal aliens how to squat in our homes. So how to take over our homes in America. And he did it especially and because squatters have a lot of rights. And so he was telling those illegals how to squat in our homes and things like that. So I don't know if you all were following that, but that was maybe like 8 months ago that he went viral for doing this. And this is going to lead up into what I'm going to show you all today. So I just want to, if you all not familiar with that, I just want to make sure I show you all that with when he did this. So let me show you all this. Yup. Oh, you said yup. I remember that. Yes. Okay. Let's gonna because see these people, because these illegals are coming here, they are getting there. It's a whole big scheme. How they're coming in, trying to take people property, and they're utilizing the squatters laws, especially that we have in these liberal cities, and they're trying to take our property. So that was like a real big thing. I want to say about a year ago. A lot of YouTubers had reported on that, and we're talking about that. But and it was really happening a lot in New York because I believe somebody got killed by one of those illegals who were squatting in their home. So, but let's talk about this. So let me show you this. Okay, let me just show you him. All right, let's talk.
A Venezuelan national dubbed the migrant influencer is at the center of controversy this morning. He has been using TikTok to coach migrants how to live in the U.S. by taking advantage of laws protecting squatters. Hannah Doba reports.
Una casa en United States.
In his most recent controversial TikTok video, Moreno is telling his followers to avoid living on the streets in the United States. They can, quote, invade empty homes and live there, saying under U.S. law, if a house is uninhabited, it can be seized, referring to squatting rights in our country. That video garnered almost 4 million views.
As we have more migrants moving into cities, more homelessness, we are going to see more of it, more squatting.
James Burling is a property rights attorney.
But they're talking about all the advantages that you can get from squatting. It's inevitable that it's going to increase.
In past videos, the illegal migrant bragged that he came to the United States to vacation and now lives off U.S. taxpayers because he had a child in this country. He also tells his followers that he waits for Americans' hard-earned pension checks to come in every month. In another video, he is urging fellow Venezuelans to pay the fines of a 15-year-old migrant who allegedly shot a tourist in Times Square, saying, quote, "Today it could be him, tomorrow it could be one of you." But this recent video on squatting is making headlines as Moreno tells his comrades that if they fix up an abandoned home that is deteriorated or in bad condition, they can get credits when the properties are sold. While Burling says that is not the case, the misinformation is now out there.
Well, I think publicity, like what we're seeing in TikTok and viral videos of that nature, are going to magnify the idea that squatting is an alternative to not having enough housing.
What's your credit card debt?
Okay, so
If it's $10,000 or more,
that was
3 easy solutions you can start.
something that I just wanted you all, I don't know, I didn't know familiar with that, but like I said, it was this went viral about like 8 months ago when he was telling people because people problems, and then after that a lot of people were having problems with people squatting in their homes, especially in New York, and then it started to happen in Chicago. It's happening in a lot of these sanctuary cities, like I said, because we squatters have the landlords in these places, we have like no protection. They have all the rights. So these people, he said, they're coming over here learning some different laws and learning how to break the laws, and now we have to pay for that just to get these people out. So that's been an issue, and that's been going on for you know, I want to say maybe a year, maybe a little bit longer, but a year. But he did this around in 8 months, so I want to say about 7 months ago I was talking about it, all right, because I got friends who have a lot of property and they was dealing with some of this stuff, and then we had property, and so we had to get cameras and things to make sure that no one was coming into our property because, you know, we are fixing it up and things like that. So this is an issue that's going on. So this is what happened. This is what happened recently. So he gave those orders and things like that. And let me just show you all, some things that was happening in New York. Let me just show you all some things that was that they were going through, which we are too. Let me see if I can find this clip about, just to give you all, let's see. Unmasked photos. Homeowners arrested. Okay, let's look at this.
Though he showed no
Squatting showdown caught on camera. It is a scene that highlights how some homeowners across the country are battling squatters who try to use the law to take control of a property. Trevor Alt is here with the story. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, Rebecca. So these headlines come as the NYPD says a homeowner was actually murdered by a pair of squatters that she walked in on. And officials want to avoid potentially dangerous confrontations. But the process of legally removing a squatter can be extremely frustrating and expensive and time-consuming.
Okay, so you remember.
Some homeowners.
So he just said, this is what I'm talking about. A homeowner was murdered by some illegals that was squatting in her home. So this had happened. So this is just what I want you all to just refresh in your memory. And this was about, like I said, 8 months ago.
Like the one we're about to see are fed up.
You shouldn't be trying to steal my house. Yes, you are.
This morning, a squatter standoff caught on camera by our station WABC.
There's a man sleeping right there. Get out of my house.
Adele Andaloro says she inherited this New York City house, but a group of people moved in and changed the locks. The NYPD called in, arresting one man.
Why is it that I have to leave and he doesn't have to leave?
Because technically he can't be kicked out. You need to go to court.
But this man, forcing his way back inside, was allowed to stay. He told investigative reporter Dan Krauth he signed a lease in October, though he showed no proof.
So how does this all end then? When do you leave?
The way it ends is either she pays me my money that I put into the house, pay me the money, and I'll leave, or send me to court, and we deal with the judge in court.
Listen,
In New York City, squatters have tenants' rights after 30 days, making this a landlord-tenant dispute. So when Adele had the locks changed again...
You're getting arrested right now?
I'm being arrested
For what?
for being in my own home.
Police then took her away in handcuffs
Arrested
for
her.
unlawful eviction. When it comes to squatters, homeowners across the country have to navigate a slew of laws which vary by state. In Chicago, Danielle Cruz told our station WLS when she tried to sell her home in 2022,
Listen.
a woman moved in claiming to have a lease.
So we show up with the cops, and there's a young woman in there with all of her belongings. They said, unfortunately, they couldn't prove that she was trespassing.
Chicago.
We had to go to court and follow the eviction process.
But one man is fighting back.
I understand you've been squatting at this residence.
ABC's Jacqueline Lee met with Flash Shelton, who calls himself the squatter hunter.
Is this a growing problem?
I think that it's a growing problem like anything else.
When a squatter took over his mother's house, Flash had her lease the home to him, and then he moved in with the squatter until they left. He's now using the same tactic at other homes.
I would have had a right as a leaseholder to go in, move in on him, put cameras on, and eventually lock him out, and that I could force him to civilly try to fight back into a property that he couldn't prove that he had a legal right to
Oh,
be
that
in.
was smart.
Experts advise always getting an attorney to navigate legal evictions, but warn it can be costly and take several months.
Squatters are looking for an opportunity, and if they think a property is not being maintained or visited, they may make attempts to enter that property that they have no rights to enter in.
And part of the reason this is even possible is because of loopholes in tenancy laws. For obvious reasons, you can't have a landlord be able to change the locks at any time if there's a person who is staying there. Of course, this...
You said, where is does it say migrants? If you want me to go, I just showed you that these people in New York. Now I'm gonna show you, I can show you, if you all was following, that the migrants had been taking over buildings. But that's just not what I'm talking about right now. But we know they're migrants, and then, so I'm gonna do a whole video. I'll do a whole video on going back down memory lane, showing you how they're migrants, how they're illegals. Let's just call them what they are, illegal aliens. So that's what I would do. So thank you for my next show. I'm going to show you, since you asked me, how do I know if they are illegal aliens? I'm going to go do a whole show showing you how illegal aliens are taking over, we're trying to take over people's houses and still doing it. So that's good. Because so the thing is, if I go back, I have to go back for months and months to show you, and I'm going to do that. I definitely would make that my next show to show you how these are illegal migrant aliens. Now, I'm not finna play those games and call them newcomers and migrants. No, they're illegal aliens. I'm gonna call them what the Constitution called them. So that's my next show, you all, to show you all that the squatters, how illegal aliens were squatting in people's houses. I'm gonna do a segment and show you how I know that they were illegal aliens. Okay, so this was just to show you how the rights that the squatters have and what they're doing, what they're able to do in certain cities which is Chicago, a lot of blue cities. So I just wanted to give you all a little history of how that it is happening and what one illegal did and said and told the other people who were coming over here, the illegal aliens, how they can get our property, okay? So, let me show you, now let's get to let's get to what happened in Chicago recently. All right, let's see. And I couldn't find this nowhere, you all. I really couldn't. I couldn't find this. Let's see what I couldn't find this anywhere. I tried to see if it was on the news or anything like this to talk about it, and I didn't see it. Legal stuff, Danny. You keep. Oh, my audio is loose, and y'all can't hear me. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. We can hear. Okay, good. All right. I hear you just fine. Yes, okay. All right, so now, this is where I found this article. Because when Chuck, thank you for the $5. Thank you. Who was that? The super chat via Fresh. What's that? Thank you. Okay, so let me show you. This is okay. So when my husband, one of his friends, commander friends who's still in CPD, told him about this, and this is the only place I found this at. Okay, so look at it. Let's read it. This is what it says. I'm gonna read it to you all, but I'm just gonna say Chicago woman returned from Thanksgiving trip, find 2 migrants in her home with a gun, official says. Now this is the topic, so let me let y'all see it for yourself. Chicago woman returning home from Thanksgiving trip, find 2 migrants in her home. Look, with a gun. Let's see what date this is. This is December the 4th, 2024. Look at it, December the 4th. It's right there. All right. So now let me read what it says. Now this is the 2 people that were the 2 people. Look at them. All right. So now let me, because I was not able to find. She told me I was not get who out of here? Who we need to get out of here? Y'all, who we need to get out of here? Who y'all need me to block so I can block them? Let me know. Who y'all need me to block? Okay. So I was not able to find a video on this, but I'm gonna read this article. So this is what it says. Chicago woman returning from Thanksgiving trip found 2 migrants, let's call it what they are, illegal aliens, in her home with a gun, officials say. This happened December the 4th, 2024. Chicago, this is Chicago. 2 migrants are facing felony charges after a South Shore. Now this happened in South Shore. So if you stay in South Shore, you need to understand. And it's kind of ironic because over there in South Shore is where they put a lot of those illegal Venezuelans in the apartment buildings. And if you all didn't know, I talked about that on my other video about the gangs and how they were in the gang war with the black gangs and the Venezuelan gangs. But if you all haven't been following, it was some months ago where they had empty slumlords and the buildings were abandoned, and then you had landlords that had started just doing the bare minimum for those apartment buildings and allow all those illegal aliens to go and live in those apartment buildings in the black neighborhoods. And so we knew it was going to be a problem. So that's that area, the South Shore area. So it says 2 migrants are facing felony charges after a South Shore woman allegedly found in her apartment. When she returned home from a Thanksgiving getaway, and prosecutors say one of them had a gun. The victim, a 48-year-old woman, she returned home to her apartment in the, listen you all, 7300 block of South Phillips. So if you live around there, just be aware of what's going on. So returned home in her apartment in the 7300 block of South Phillips around 5:45 a.m. This was in the morning. Around 5:45 a.m. Saturday, only to notice that her door had been damaged. A Chicago police report said when she put her keys in the lock, the door swung open and she encountered a man holding a firearm speaking Spanish in an aggressive manner, the report stated. So imagine you come home, imagine you go away for be with your family on Thanksgiving, maybe go 3 or 4 or 5 days. Imagine that, you all. And then you come home 5:45 a.m. and you got some people in your house with a gun, speaking Spanish and being aggressive with you. The cartel gonna get her. She better be careful. So this is what's happening in Chicago. And then it said, look, she decided to go to the lobby and call the police. So she went to the lobby, called the police. The cops talked with her and then knocked on her apartment door. So what they did was, when they closed, listen, you all, she came in and he got aggressive with her. I guess he was speaking in Spanish, telling her, get up out of here, blah, blah, blah. She left. He went back, closed the door, and whatever, went back to what he was doing. So it said the cops talked with her and then knocked on the apartment door. Knocked on the apartment door, which was allegedly answered by a 20-year-old. So this man was 20 years old. So listen, you all, he go close the door, he go close it and lock the door, and the police go knock on the door, and he go answer the door. Now he was a 20-year-old. His name is Yenfer Josefina Kuwiti. It's a long name, y'all. Let me see if y'all can, because I'm messing this name up. Let me just let y'all see this name. This the name, you all, right here, right there. So let me let y'all see it, because I can't pronounce that name. Okay, so y'all know his name, whatever. So he was 20 years old. Listen, y'all, these young people. So he's 20 years old. And then they said the officers detained Reina de Jesus Escobar, Tonia. So look, hold on. Okay. So let's get this straight. The 20-year-old man came and answered the door and like, okay, they got him. And then the officer detained, so it must have been a woman. So it was a woman there. So the officer detained, let's just say her, Tonia, because that's the last name. And she 24. As he exit, oh, okay, hold on, y'all. Let me just read this. Okay, so was it 2 women? Was it a woman and a man, or man, 2 men? Let me just read that and then we'll break this down. Okay, so let me go back. The cops talked with her. Okay, that's a her. Her name is a her. Boy, these names are, I definitely wouldn't know that was a girl name. Okay, so let me just read it. The cops talked with her, then knocked on the apartment door, which allegedly answered by a 20-year-old, whatever that name was I showed you. Officers detained Raymond de Jesus, Tonia, 24, as he exited a bedroom. So he was in a bedroom. The report stated, according to prosecutors, police found a loaded 40 caliber handgun and empty extended magazine and a rifle scope inside a suitcase in the bedroom. The victim said none of those items belonged to her. Okay, so look, when the 24-year-old came out the bedroom, the police officer found that they had a loaded 40 caliber gun and they had empty extended magazines and a rifle with a scope on it. So look at these guns they got. You said, damn, homie was on a mission. Right. Right. So now it's like, hold on, let me see, let me block. Okay, so look, right. Then let's go back and see what it says. So the victim said none of those belong to her. Escobar Tonia told investigators he found the gun in the trash. So this is what he said. He told the investigators he found the gun in the trash and he paid a guy $100 to get into the woman's apartment. So this illegal alien said he found the gun in the trash can and he paid a guy $100 to get in the woman's apartment. According to court filings, he denied being in the residence when the victim was allegedly confronted by an armed man. So he then denied that he wasn't even in the residence when the lady found him in her apartment. Okay, let's see. Prosecution asked Judge William to detain Escobar Tonia on charges of burglary and aggregate. Wait a minute, what is that? Burglary and unlawful use of a weapon. So they charge him with burglary and unlawful use of a weapon. They also requested detention for, I don't know how to pronounce that name, who is charged for robbery. Okay, so look, y'all, look at this. This is the name. Those names right here. This is the name. I'm going to point to it right here. So y'all can see that name. And they say he was charged for robbery. Okay? So, with that being said, I didn't find this nowhere else, you all. I didn't find this nowhere else. I just found that in this one little article. So, this is amazing, the black. Yeah, so now let's talk about, so you see that they were in this woman's home and she came in. So look, you all, you just heard with the previous video I showed that one of the ladies who came home like that, they killed her in New York. They shot her. So now imagine if you come home and you're confronted with that, and they could have just shot her. They could have did that. So the problem is we need to get these squatter laws changed, and we need to get these the laws. We need to get all these squatter laws that give the squatters more rights than we have as the homeowners or landlords need to change. This needs to change, you all, especially when you got a bunch of illegal aliens here. And if Trump come in and cut off all the funding and all the free things, they're going to be trying to get in people's homes. And they have been doing that. And I'm going to do a video going back showing you all how they were breaking into people's homes since one of the questions was how we know they're illegal aliens. I'm gonna show you all how we know. So that's one of the things. So let's show you what, when you have a good governor or mayor who's concerned with the people. Let me show you what they should do, knowing this is a problem. Hold on, let's go into, let me show you how our leadership have to go, how we have to get rid of this Democrat Party, and we have to get rid of all of them, how we got to flip Chicago red and flip America red. And I'm serious. I'm very serious. Now, this is what let's see. Let me show you what DeSantis did in Florida. So he heard about this, what's going on. Let's see this.
You can get ahead of that. Look for a low APR credit card.
Let's talk about this.
Basically give the state more control over how to regulate the dispute.
Okay, let's look at this.
The law also increases penalties. A second-degree felony if squat.
Okay, look.
On next here tonight to the new state law that now allows squatters to be thrown out of homes that don't.
Okay.
Move on next here tonight to the new state law that now allows squatters to be thrown out of homes that don't belong to them.
Governor Ron DeSantis signed the bill this afternoon in Orlando. And our Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders joins us now live from Tallahassee to tell us how all this will work. Forrest.
Well, guys, I can tell you this was not a very controversial policy. In fact, it was unanimously approved by the legislature earlier this year during the legislative session. And now, with Governor Ron DeSantis' signature, Florida becomes one of the first states in the nation to lean in on this issue. With rental homes, second homes, and so many others, Florida is no stranger to squatters. In fact, just this week, Martin County Sheriff made national headlines warning of a viral video teaching squatters how to squat and circumvent the laws.
Crime is a lot like cancer. It spreads, and if you see it somewhere else, let's be on guard. Let's get ahead of it.
You heard what he said. They got wind of that video that went viral of that illegal telling people how to squat in these homes. So DeSantis got wind of that. Florida, they got wind of that. Okay, you trying to tell illegals how to squat in people's homes. Let me go back. And this is what all our leaders should be doing, who work for America, who is for American citizens. This is what leadership looks like. Now, listen to this again.
In fact, just this week, Martin County Sheriff made national headlines warning of a viral video teaching squatters how to squat and circumvent the laws.
Crime is a lot like cancer. It spreads, and if you see it somewhere else, let's be on guard. Let's get ahead of it.
When someone is illegally occupying a vacant property, current rules require what can be a lengthy civil court battle to remove them.
All right, so here we go.
Wednesday, Florida's governor signed a new law to streamline that removal process,
Providing very swift remedies, because what the squatters know is even when they're in the wrong, it's a massive process many times before they can be evicted, and a lot of times the process is very expensive.
Property owners will now be able to request law enforcement immediately remove a squatter if they entered illegally. They've been told to leave and haven't, and as long as they're not involved in a tenant-landlord legal dispute. The new law also increases penalties. A second-degree felony if squatters cause more than $1,000 in damage, and a first-degree felony for knowingly advertising a fake home sale or rental.
My name is Justin Melcarrick, and I'm just one of the neighbors that had to deal with squatters invading our street.
The change is a big win for Floridians like Justin, who warned Wednesday just how bad things can get.
The squatters brought reckless driving, drugs, weapons, and verbal threats to the lives of my neighbors.
The new law also getting rave reviews from Florida's largest professional trade association, Florida Realtors. Vice President Andy Gonzalez said the Sunshine State now has a deterrent to halt the horror stories.
If you own a property, even if you're away for a period of time, you shouldn't have to go through legal loopholes if there's someone squatting in your house.
The next step is for the changes to take effect. Florida's anti-squatting law now coming online in July of this year.
Okay, so let's talk about something more
See?
controversial, which which is the vacation rentals bill, which got through.
So, this is what I'm saying, you all. This is what our leaders should be doing. They should work for us. If this is an issue, that video went viral. You know you got all these people here. First of all, you have been dealing with squatters, period. But now you have 70,000 illegal aliens here, and then you see a video with this illegal alien telling other illegal aliens how to take our properties. And so this is common sense. Like DeSantis said, like the law officer said in here, you don't wait for the problem, you wait and you get ahead of the problem. So when they saw that video, they said, oh, okay, this is what y'all think y'all gonna do. And what did DeSantis do? When that video went viral and he saw what they were trying to do, he put into law. Come here and think you're gonna do that, you squat, you're going to jail. Do this, do that, you're going to jail. This is what our people, the people that we put in office, this is what they should be doing. We should never have to fight people that we put in office to vote and put things in place that's going to benefit us. We shouldn't have to fight you on that. That should be something that you should be ahead of anyway. So that's why I keep saying, it's not the fact that I know some of you all mad because you all feel like, oh, you got to be a Democrat and you got to vote blue no matter who. But you got to look at these policies. You got to look at how their policies and laws, who are they catering to? Who are these policies helping, and who are they hurting? That's what you have to look at. And the Democrat Party policies, I'm sorry, but they are anti-American. They do not do anything to benefit citizens or the Americans in whom any Democrat city, ran city or state. We always got to go through this. So this has been happening a lot in these Democrat ran city. I'm gonna definitely do that videos because it was like in New York, citizens were they were killing citizens. They were had their bodies, were taking over their homes. It had gotten really bad in New York with these illegal aliens taking over property. And Chicago, it was bad too, but they wasn't reporting on it like that. But I'm gonna show you some videos. I'm gonna go back and do a live and show you the videos of why this matters, you all. So now we have up to date a lady who was, no doubt she's black. If you're in the South Shore area over there, that's predominantly a black area. So now a black lady come home because they put them all in our neighborhood, and she come home and somebody in her house. It's no way that we shouldn't have, by us having 70,000 illegal aliens in our city, it's no way our Brandon Johnson or our alderman shouldn't be saying, hey, we got to do something about these squatter laws, because this video of this guy went viral, and it's a lot of complaints about what's happening with these squatters coming in people's property. So we need to get ahead of this, and we need to make sure we protect our people, to protect our citizens. That's not what they do. You have to fight them. Now watch, if we bring this up, we are going to have to fight them to make laws to protect us. We're going to have to say, hey, and then they're going to say, well, you can't do that. They're going to come up with all these stupid reasons why they shouldn't protect us and our property and our things that we buy, and they watch. And we're going to have to fight them to push policies and make laws to protect us from people squatting in our property. So this is what I'm saying, you all. We cannot keep voting ignorantly and letting these people who supposed to work for us just get in office and do what they want to do. No, If you're not looking out, I shouldn't even have to tell you to, I shouldn't have to bring this up in the council meeting. I'm gonna bring this up, but I shouldn't have to bring this up. You all know what's going on. You all know there's a lot of people complaining about people squatting in their property. You all know that y'all let 70,000 illegal aliens in this in Chicago. You all know that this video went viral. You all know you've been getting complaints about this very thing. Why should we have to now come up there and talk about this to even fight with you to do your job? I just want you all to understand what leadership looks like. When you saw with DeSantis, y'all can say what y'all want about DeSantis. What did he do? He saw it. He saw it could be a potential problem, and he made sure he got in front of it. So he won't even have to deal with that issue. This is what leaders do, and he's a Republican. So the Republican Party, I'm sorry that y'all butt hurt. I'm sorry that y'all don't like it. But their policies are for American citizens. They are for Americans. They are for the working class citizens. People who want to have something. People who have property. People who want to just leave generational wealth. They're for the working class people. The Democrat Party aligned themselves more with people who just want to be poor. They want to give free handouts and not criminalize criminals. Let criminals just walk the street while telling you to defund the police. So how would you do that, Brandon Johnson? Listen to what I'm saying, you all. This is how anti-America this Democrat Party is. Listen to what I'm saying. We have Trendy Agua to here. They know this. I keep telling y'all they're not reporting this. You got to dig real. You got to. I hate to find this. Usually I show you all videos because somebody have been and covered this. Nobody. I couldn't find it. I didn't even know it happened until my husband friend who's still in the police department told him. So why is this not out to us? Why we don't know about this? I have property. I'm sure a lot of you own property and probably have rental. Because a lot of people I know are own a lot of property. They bad property, flip it, or they bad property, and that's what they do. So a couple of my clients have came to me because they were dealing with squatters and things like. And so you have to go through all these hoops. They have to go to court, fight this court. They had to spend their money. They had to wait months to get these people up out of here. So we shouldn't even have to deal with these laws that don't protect us. So with that being said, listen, you all, ask yourself this right here. You let 70,000 people, Brandon Johnson, here. 70,000 illegal aliens here. You took away ShotSpotter. You told us to defund the police. We're 2,000 police officers down. So we don't have enough police officers on the street. You took away ShotSpotter, all while knowing that Trendy Agua is here and the gangs that's already here. We already had massive carjackings. We already had massive shootings. Why would you do this? Everything policy that you're pushing and that you're proposing and that you're doing, it's not for us. It's not benefiting us. How is that? How is that? Not only that, in Illinois, I don't know, we're going to talk about this. This is something I want to bring up because we're going to talk about this. In Illinois, illegal alien had shot a car. Shot a car. It was they were passing, driving, and he had shot in the car and shot somebody in the car. And he was going to court. I got to talk about this because this happened like a year ago. He was going to court. And this Obama appointed judge in Illinois they were trying to get him on gun charges because you shouldn't even have a gun if you're here illegally. Why? How do you have a gun? With us, we gotta go get a FOID card. Listen to this, you all. Remember, we gotta get a FOID card. We got to get a social. We got to show them our social security card. You got to show them everything. You got to just your background history. You can't be involved in anything. So you got to prove all of this. We have to go through all this just to get a FOID card. Now, how is this? If you here illegally, how are you able to have a gun? And because this is how this judge ruled. We're going to talk about this. The prosecution was saying that this person should never have been able to have a gun. So they were trying to get him on just having a gun. Gun charges. You shouldn't even have a gun. You're here illegally. The judge who was appointed by Obama said, no, they're not going to charge this person with a gun because the Constitution said, we the people. So we the people, that's why they allowed this person, that's why they're not going to charge him with gun charges. Like, with having a gun, because the Constitution said we the people. So, with that being said, if the Constitution said we the people, okay. But how was he able, to get a FOID card? Because in Illinois, they make it so hard for us to get our conceal and carry, you all. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So how was he able to get all these background checks? How was he able to get all this identification that they put us through? How was he able to get that? So because if you get caught with a gun and you don't have none of that, you getting caught up. Not only that, if you have a FOID card, if you have a concealed and carry, you all, if you concealed and carry and you take your gun on the L platform or in the park and you shoot somebody, they're going to come after you, they're going to charge you because they're going to say you should not have that gun in the park. Or you should not carry, if you can be a concealed and carry, but you cannot carry your gun on the L platform. So you're going to be in trouble for that. So I went through all of the proper channels to get my concealed and carry. I have an ID. I went through everything. And because I got caught because I took my gun on the platform, I had to shoot somebody. I got to go to jail. I got to go to jail and I got to get a lawyer to fight this case. But you get somebody here illegally and you say that they can have a gun because of the Constitution. So you're making it hard for citizens, us to get a gun, all while allowing criminals and people to have a gun. So you want us to defund the police. You want us to, this is the Democratic way, you all. This is the Democratic policies. They tell you to defund the police. So we're 2,000 police officers down. But yeah, let illegals come in here and we're not going to allow Trump to get these illegals out. And yeah, we know Trinidad is here. We know that for a fact. So we got those gangs here. And we have our gangs here. And we have, you took away ShotSpotter and you defund the police, all by making it hard for the citizens of Chicago and Illinois to even get a gun. We have the strictest gun laws here. And the crime is higher than anywhere. So tell me those are not anti-American policies. Tell me that those policies are not for you and not for me, but you all let anybody come here illegally or criminals get a chance to do anything they want. You all, these policies, that's why I keep telling you all, it's not about we're just going to a Republican party. We're a Democrat. No. It's about if you look at the policies, if you look at the laws that are being implemented, it's no way you can say if you were just a law-abiding American citizen, a law-abiding, hard-working citizen who just want to have something in life, property, it's no way that the Democrat parties work for you. Because if somebody come in your small businesses and rob you and do what you want to do, the criminals get away with it. Oh, you know what? Ain't nothing we can do about it. That's why most of these businesses are leaving these Democrat ran cities and these Democrat ran states. They're leaving because their policies are horrible for people who just want to do the right thing. If you're American, so that's why when we say we're going to flip Chicago red, it's just on policies alone. You have to start looking at the policies just being implemented and how do they benefit you or how they don't benefit you. And if they don't benefit you as a taxpaying American citizen or Chicago citizen, these people have to go. Because how do you, Brandon Johnson, allow this? This should never happen. These squatter laws should just be, okay, you supposed to everybody should have took the lead that DeSantis did and say, hey, let's go start putting up policies that's going to protect our citizens. So now this is something we have to talk about because I know this was happening because, like I said, hey, everybody, could you all like and share the video? Like and share, please. Like and share for me, please. Can you please like and share the video? Thanks, everybody, for coming here. Thank you so much. Can you please like and share? But that's what I would just want you all. My thing is to keep letting you see how the Democrat Party policies are not for Americans. They are anti-American. How do you allow this? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I get the other videos because, like I said, about 8 or 9 months ago, it was all over the, people were reporting it far as a lot of the YouTubers, a lot of people like that. The mainstream media was trying not to report it until all the YouTubers and on X, they were talking about this. And so then, of course, the mainstream media had to report on it a little bit. But since you all, I thought that you all kind of knew about that. I just wanted to talk about what happened here. But since we need some background and we need to go back to show that this has been a problem and it is a lot of illegal aliens doing this, I'm going to pull up the videos showing you all what was happening and what was going on months ago about this issue. Why I say now, because of this very issue with this young lady, with this lady, we need to now make sure that we start talking about these policies about squatting. Because we have additional people here that they're not required to follow the law like we are. We have additional people here that don't care about our laws, don't care because they here illegally and they do stuff, they let them go. They do stuff, they let them go. So they don't have a dog in this fight. They can come over here and do whatever they want to do. You heard the guy say, I'm gonna teach y'all how to take let me show you. I'm gonna teach y'all how to take advantage of the American citizens. I'm gonna show y'all because this is what they feel. I'm gonna teach y'all how to take advantage of their laws and take advantage of them. All while their government and their people are not protecting them and not trying to. So this is our fight. Let me show y'all again for the people who just got here. And listen to what this man's saying, because he mean this. This was a real big deal back about 8 months ago or 9 months ago. It was a real big deal. It was so big that, like I said, me and Chuck, we had a house over there, and we had to get cameras and everything because it had started getting bad. But I'm gonna remind y'all because some of y'all might don't remember, but it had started getting bad. If some of y'all remember, so I'm going to pull those receipts back to let you know that if you're a property owner, if you have property, to make sure you protect yourself, because in Chicago, they laws are not for you. Their policies are not for you. They are anti-American. Let me see if I can get this phone. Let me try to get this video. Just to show you all back. But if you all can't Let me see. My phone's starting to trip again. I might can't get it. But yeah, so if you just came to the video, you can go back and watch it. I showed a clip with the guy, the gentleman, talking about how to take advantage of Americans in our homes. And if you go look at those squatter laws, he is right. He is absolutely right. They can definitely do it. It has been done. This is what they can do, you all. They can go and let's just say they have they know your address, and they can go and have a package sent, like an Amazon package sent to your house, to that address, and they can get a couple of those Amazon package sent to you. That's proof that they live there. That's a package being sent there. And then they can go in and they can draw up a false lease or anything like that. So now you got proof saying that you was living, that's your resident, because you got Amazon packages delivered there, and now you got a false lease. They go in there and they live in your house. You come there, you gotta go through all those hoops and stuff to try to get these people out. This was a big thing about 8 or 9 months ago. So I'm gonna bring that right back up, since some of you all don't remember. Okay, let me see, because this video went viral, and this definitely was happening. So now we got to make sure that we own our property and these laws. Okay, let me see. Let me go back and show you all. Let me just pull that video up that I just showed earlier. Some of you all remember, some of you all don't. Let's go back. There we go. Let's go back to it.
At some point in
A Venezuelan national dubbed the migrant influencer is at the center of controversy this morning. He has been using TikTok to coach migrants how to live in the U.S. by taking advantage of laws protecting squatters. Hanadoba.
So what happened? So he had been coaching people. So that's what I'm saying. About 8 months ago or 9 months ago, this was prevalent in our areas. I don't know if you all was keeping up with it. It was prevalent because he had been coaching people how to do it. And it had gotten so bad in New York. It had gotten so bad in California. And when they started busing them here, it had started happening here because he was coaching them how to do it. Especially in New York, it was bad. And so this is what's happening.
Reports.
Una casa en United States. In his most recent controversial TikTok video, Moreno is telling his followers to avoid living on the streets in the United States. They can, quote, invade empty homes and live there, saying under U.S. law, if a house is uninhabited, it can be seized, referring to squatting rights in our country. That video garnered almost 4 million views.
As we have more migrants moving into cities, more homelessness. We are going to see more of it, more squatting.
James,
listen to that, y'all. That's only common sense. That's only common sense, y'all. The more you have migrants and illegals here, you're going to see more of this. That's common sense. Then you got illegal alien coaching people how to do it. Y'all, it's common sense. That's why it was happening. That's why it's still happening. That's why I just showed you a story that the media haven't put out that much. I haven't seen it about this is happening. But come on, y'all. It's like common sense. If you put 70,000 illegals here in Chicago, you think they not? And you got this idiot going around showing them how to do it, and our laws don't protect us.
So almost 4 million views.
4 million views.
As we have more migrants moving into cities, more homelessness, we are going to see more of it, more squatting.
James Burling is a property rights attorney.
But they're talking about all the advantages that you can get from squatting. It's inevitable that it's going to increase.
In past videos, the illegal migrant bragged that he came to the United States to vacation and now lives off U.S. taxpayers because he had a child in this country. He also tells his followers that he waits for Americans' hard-earned pension checks.
Wait. That's why we for Trump getting rid of these people. I don't care if you have a baby here. That's why we are for Trump. Like he said, I don't care if you have a baby here, these anchor babies. Trump, we need you to get rid of that too. Because see, they come over here and they use that garbage. See, I'm not playing with none of them. Do what you gotta do, Trump. Do what you gotta do. Because see, these people know what they're doing.
We are going to see more of it. More squatting.
James Burling is a property rights attorney.
But they're talking about all the advantages that you can get from squatting. It's inevitable that it's going to increase.
In past videos, the illegal migrant bragged that he came to the United States to vacation and now lives off U.S. taxpayers because he had a child in this country. He also tells his followers that he waits for Americans' hard-earned pension checks to come in every month. In another video, he is urging fellow Venezuelans to pay the fines of a 15-year-old migrant who allegedly shot a tourist in Times Square, saying, quote, "Today it could be him, tomorrow it could be one of you." But this recent video on squatting is making headlines, as Moreno tells his comrades that if they fix up an abandoned home that is deteriorated or in bad condition, they can get credits when the properties are sold. While Burling says that is not the case, the misinformation is now out there.
Well, I think publicity, like what we're seeing in TikTok.
So, I would just want to show you all for the people who got here late. So, this is what's happening. That's why. Thank you everybody for being here. Can you please like and share and subscribe? You all subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, like, and everything. Please do that for me. Like, subscribe to the channel. Because I'm going to be doing this, bringing y'all this. My mission, y'all. My mission is to let these people have it. I cannot sit back and just allow these people to keep doing what they want to do to us. My mission is to show Chicago what's going on, especially, and the reason why I'm really talking about these illegals now is because Trump is, when he gets in office, you all, that's going to be one of the first things he's going to deal with. I'm leading y'all up to what you all are, that the media is going to be pushing in our faces. I'm showing you all, and I'm trying to tell you all how we can't allow this to happen, because I'm showing you all everything that's underground that we are dealing with that the mainstream media is not showing you. They're only going to show you him coming in here getting these people. They're not going to show you how the young lady came to her house and they squatting. They're not going to show you the things we've been dealing with as homeowners, squatting, that people been squatting in their property. They're not going to show you that. They're going to show you Trump taking a kid and a woman and deporting them. And they're going to make you, oh my God, he's so evil. How can he do that? That's what they're going to do. All while not showing you Trendy Agua. Remember, I told you that shooting, that mass shooting that just happened, that 8 people got shot. I showed you all. I told you the media did not say they were illegal aliens. Remember, I told y'all when I first did that video, before I even went on Fox, I told y'all in that video, I said sources is telling me in the inside that those were Venezuelan gangs members. Remember, if you go look at these, go pull up any article that's talking about, other than Fox, that's talking about that what just happened, that mass shooting that just happened on 59th and St. Louis, they would not mention that they were illegal aliens. They're not going to even mention that they were migrants. They're not going to even say that. They're not going to mention that to you. And I told y'all that before I went on Fox and even brought that up. And they brought that up. Fox brought that up. Before I went on there, I told you, I said, listen, you all, The inside scoop is allegedly these are Venezuelan gangs, and they just got there in their house for 7 months. It was a young couple, young people, and they had been having parties in their house and doing whatever they want to do for since they moved in 7 months. And then you see they have it now. Fox was the only people or news network who said Venezuelan gangs, Venezuelan migrant gangs. They were the only ones to say it. Why is that? If that's what they are, why y'all not telling us that that's who's doing this? Why y'all didn't tell us that? And so what's being said, allegedly, they've been having parties there, and they, it had issues, and they shot up the place. The DJ, it was issues with the DJ, but everybody been coming there having parties. This happened 2 p.m. in the afternoon. In the day, 2 p.m. when they had a party. They was having parties there. They had been having parties there all day, all night, all day. So 2 p.m. in the afternoon to have a house party, that's what they were doing. So just imagine, y'all, because see, these people who keep telling you and keep telling us not to deal with this garbage. Imagine you stayed somewhere, and imagine you stayed by a house. Your house. Imagine you owned your house. Imagine you own your house. You just paying taxes on your house, or you got a mortgage. Imagine that. Imagine you go work every day, you come home, and you gotta, you do what you gotta do. Imagine staying next door to that house where you got illegal aliens going in and out that house all day. All you see on cups, smoking, all that, in and out, loud music all day. Not working on your tax dollars. Now you looking at TV where this idiot Mohawk wearing Brandon Johnson is proposing a $300 million tax hike on you. Imagine that. So imagine you in your house and you looking at TV and you looking at Brandon Johnson say, we want to propose a $300 million tax hike on the property tax. Not only that, imagine him saying, and we're not going to cooperate with ICE to come and get these people. Now you got those people that stay right next door to you. So now you thinking to yourself, my property tax is about to go up, all while he's talking about he's not going to let Trump come in and get the people right here that's next door to me who partying all night, who smoking weed all night, who do what they want to do, who don't have to work, who getting free everything. Imagine that, y'all. Imagine that. Because this is how we feel. But you seeing this every time. Now you know it's going to be a problem. Now you got to get up and go to work. And you hearing loud music. Imagine the summertime, y'all. Imagine the summertime. You got to go to work and they playing loud music all day and night on the side of you. That don't work, don't pay taxes. Your taxes is paying this for this garbage. And your leaders are steadily advocating for this. Imagine that. Imagine imagine it. This is what I'm saying. This is what we, the regular citizens, are. We're experiencing this every single day. Because I got some to live by me. That's living in apartment buildings. And all you see is in and out, like you said, whole entire restaurants selling everything on the block, on the street, right on the sidewalk. You got tents all on the sidewalk where they cooking food and selling it. Got chairs where you can sit down and eat and they trays where they serving you, all on residential areas and restaurants all on the sidewalk. Imagine that. Imagine it. And this is what they're telling you, the Democrat Party telling you to live with and how to live. And telling you that they're not going to let Trump come in and do this for you because this is what you want. And they don't even live around this. They stay in a gated community. Their kids don't have to deal with none of this. Because can you imagine if Brandon Johnson, if one of those houses was next to Brandon Johnson's house, what y'all think would have happened? And one of his kids went outside, oh, daddy. So it's a guy out there smoking and drinking. You think he gonna allow that around his family and his house, but he wants you to allow it. The Democrat Party wants you to be stupid enough to allow that garbage. So, like I said, they're not going to tell you who these people are. They're not going to let us know what's going on. But we got eyes. We know what's going on. We can see it. We're not going to listen to y'all tell us lies. No, we're going to listen to what it is. So, imagine. So, we have these people right in our neighborhood. And yes, we want Trump to come in and do exactly what we voted him in to do. So, we do not care that you taking young people, young kids, young whatever. Yes, if you are here with your mother, you have to go back. The kid has to go back with their mother. So of course it's going to be a family that goes back, that Trump go to deport, because they are family together. So we're not going to be letting the media put on our heartstrings. No. These young people who 20 and these young males who was shot over there, the young males, they need to be in their country, building their country up, working in their country, building that better. Not here in ours, just sucking up our resources and not even contributing to our tax, contributing to nothing. No, we're not going to do. If my kids ain't comfortable, if my family ain't comfortable, you dog sure ain't gonna be comfortable. If my kids ain't comfortable and they can't just go out and do what they want to do, you dog sure ain't finna be just living your life free and can go and buy whatever you want to and do whatever you want to because you ain't paying no taxes on no home, no rent. That ain't finna happen. I don't know where it ain't gonna happen, y'all. Now y'all gotta let me know. If that's how y'all rolling, let me know. If we gonna be stuck on stupid forever, y'all gotta let me know. Because I'm not getting that memo. Y'all gonna say, hey, Danny, we gonna be stuck on stupid. We gonna allow this to happen. We rocking. This is how we rocking. And if that's what we saying, then let me know. Because I don't know that. That's not what I'm saying. If y'all agree with that, then y'all agree with that. But that's not how I'm not agreeing with that garbage. I can't not sit back and just let that be okay and say okay. So I'm just telling you all, we got to do something now because this happened. That's one of the things when I go up there to the meeting, that's one of the things I'm gonna have to address now. And we need you all to change these squatter laws. We need you all to change that because we know that these illegal aliens are going into people's houses and they're squatting in people's houses. So that's one of the things I'm gonna have to address. Okay, so yeah, so this is where we at, y'all. This is the fight. This is the fight with these Democrats. That's why I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get these people out of office. They have to go. For real. With their anti-America agenda, they have to go. So with that being said, I love y'all. Please like the video. Please like the video for me, you all. Like it for me. I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel because I will be going live like the council meeting. And I may not, I can't probably let you all know. You'll probably just get a notification like Danny is live right now. Because with that meeting, they have to be voting on, they have to vote on that $68 million property tax hike that he's trying to do. So I'm going to let you all know what's happening with that. So I want to go live up in there, but you know, I want you all to see it, be able to see it as it's happening. So you gotta you gotta subscribe and get the notification. So if I'm live and showing you all who voting on what, then you all can see it for yourself and you all can get the notification. But so now you all, I'm going to be on Newsmax today at 6:15. I'm going to be on Newsmax today at 6:15, 6:30, something like that, talking about the illegal alien crisis. You all, what I'm doing is I refuse to use migrants. I refuse to use newcomers. I refuse to use anything else than what they are. I refuse to do it because see, the Democrat Party wants you to call something that they know what it is, but they want to convince you it's not that. They want to convince you that this is different. No, this is not. No, you're not a male. You're a female. And then they want you to say, no, look, that's a female. You like, no, that's a male. No, that's a female. And don't you call her a male? That's a female. You know, so they want you to be, and they want you to, what's the word I'm trying to find? They want you to, what's the word I'm trying to find, y'all? What's that word? I can't, the word somehow, but they want you to cooperate in their delusion. That's what they want you to do. They want you to cooperate in their delusion. And then they want to brainwash you to say mind control. Say newcomers, say newcomers, say dreamers, say dreamers. And before you know it, you're going to call them dreamers. You'll be calling them newcomers. And you'll forget that they came over here illegal and now they're newcomers. No, we're not going to allow them to do it. We're going to call them what they are. The Constitution calls these people who come over here illegally, you broke the law to come over here. So now you're a criminal because you broke the law. Because if we do anything as American citizens, you are going to call us a criminal. You are going to say that's a criminal behavior and we got to go to court for that. So we're criminalized for what we do that's going against the law. But you want to try to brainwash me into not calling these people criminals, not calling these people what the Constitution called them. It's not going to happen, Democrat Party. We're going to call them what they are. Illegal aliens. That's what the Constitution called them. That's what they are. You came over here illegally. We have laws for that. And if you don't come over here the right way, then you broke the law. And now you let 22 million people over here. Now it's an invasion. Now we have to let Trump do what he have to do. So when the media when Trump get in office and he starts talking about the mass deportation, and we got idiot Mohawk Brandon Johnson trying to fight him and Pritzker, who have to go. Pritzker have to go. And Pritzker fighting him. We got to remember, we got to stay focused. We got all these gangs here. We got all these taxpayer citizens who's living next door to people who don't pay taxes, who go in and out partying all night long. We got to remember those people. We got to stick together as Americans. We got to remember everybody who dealing with this. We have to remember who we are standing for. We are standing for the American citizens and the Chicago citizens and the Illinois citizens. That's who we are obligated, and that's who we are fighting for. I'm sorry, but we cannot fight for people who not here justly, who broke the law to come here, because no one will be fighting for us if we broke the law. So we have to keep it what it is. And we can't let the Democrat delusional mainstream media lie to us and try to make us feel any type of way and not tell us the real deal. This is what's happening. You may not never hear about this story that just happened in Chicago, because they don't want you to know that. But if I find out, I'm gonna tell you. So they got to go. Gotta go. And we're going to be the one. Come on, Trump. Come on. We're gonna help you. We're gonna help you. We as Americans, we're sticking together. That's all we gotta do. We gotta stick together, y'all. And we gotta be on one accord. Majority of Americans, Democrat and Republicans, voted for mass deportation, said we're with that. And now we're just looking for Trump, and we're going to hold him accountable because he campaigned on that. So we're going to hold him accountable for doing the things we ask him to do and that we campaigned for him to do. He campaigned on. That was one of the major, if not the most important one, was immigration and mass deportation. So, Trump, we are definitely calling on you and asking you to keep your end of the bargain of what you said you was going to do for us, the American citizens. And we stand focused, and we're going to stay right behind him, because this is serious. Think about it. This man was in her apartment, had a gun, had a extended clip, and had a rifle with a come on. I keep telling y'all, these people just got here. Imagine when they start getting acclimated to their surroundings and start being able to get real guns with switches on them and things like that. Imagine what's gonna happen then. Then you got Trendy Agua here, you got the cartel, you got all these people here. Imagine what our neighborhood's gonna be. And y'all want to say, oh, no, he can't, Trump, we can't do this. Come on, y'all. Don't let these people who would not even allow that in their neighborhood, who won't even allow that down their block, who won't even allow that in their community, don't let them fool you into going for this garbage. No, we're not rocking like that. That's over with. Sorry, Democrats. That's over with. Y'all gonna sit in that corner 20, 30 years. Y'all gonna realize we're not playing with you all until you all come with I'm not never voting Democrat again. Let me be clear about that. But if you all want to, just make sure their policies are American. All that anti-American agenda got to go. They can't get back in office. So with that being said, you all, so I will be on Newsmax today, and they're going to be probably asking me about what's going on for us, the illegal alien crisis, and I'm going to talk about that. And so that's what, and then to listen, you all, y'all remember, y'all know y'all got to tune in 6 o'clock today. We got Jessica Jackson, we got Zoe Lee, we got me. We about to make them famous. Famous Friday. So we got the Alderman. What was y'all gotta go where Zoe, go to Zoe Lee. Go it's Zoe Lee. ZOELEIGHT. Y'all gotta go to her channel, subscribe, and go and be waiting for that. Today is going down tonight at 6 p.m. You all. This is the first Make 'em Famous Friday where we're gonna make every Friday we will be making alderman famous. That means we will be letting you all know what your alderman is doing, what they're voting for, who they are, what's going on with them. We will be letting you know that. So today is the very first Famous Friday. Be on Zoe Lee channel. It's gonna be me, Zoe, and Miss Jessica. I'm gonna come on a little late because I have to do this interview with Newsmax. But I'm gonna be on probably about 30 minutes late. I'm gonna come in. But yes, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, y'all. So make sure y'all go and be tuned in to that. That's gonna be awesome. All right. So yes, so please like and subscribe to the channel. Please share the video, but like for me. But remember, you all, I'm getting ready to get off here. Remember, always remember to keep Christ first in your life. Keep Jesus first. Make sure that if you're not saved, you have to be saved. You have to be saved, y'all. So how do you get saved? You confess with your mouth. You repent first, and you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart. Repent for your sins. Whatever you did that you was, no matter how bad it is, you repent. Ask God to forgive you. He will do it. You repent, ask God to forgive you. Then you believe in your heart. Lord, I know you are the Son of God. I believe that you died for my sins. I believe you rose with all power in your hand, Father God, and I believe you are the Savior of the world. Jesus, I ask you to come into my life. Show me who you are. Show me, I want to have a personal relationship with you, not what people say about you. I want to know you for myself. Come into my heart. Show me who you are. All you got to do is do that, y'all, and it's it. Take all of me, all this flesh, take all of me and give me all of you. And he will do that. He's going to do that. And then your eyes will start opening up clearly. You will start seeing this evil for what it is. You will start seeing this evil agenda that the devil is trying to push. You will start seeing how we're not fighting against flesh and blood, but principalities and and strongholds and demons and high places. You will start seeing it. So our battle, you all, it's not flesh. It's not in the flesh. We have to battle in the spirit. Our battle is in the spirit. So we got to go spirit with this. We got to pray. We got to fast. All of that, you all. This is serious. This is spiritual warfare we're going through. You all just seen on the Capitol, right? On the Capitol, you know, where they had the transgender, the first transgender woman, and you see, you know, women didn't want her to use him to use their bathroom, and rightly listen. How is it that this party, the Democrat Party, talking about women's rights and we for women's rights, and you all steady disrespecting real women? Real women do not want men in the bathroom with them. They don't want real men in our spaces, in our sacred spaces. Real women don't want that. So how do you steady push to invade and just impose on our privacy? We don't want that. Real women don't want that. So you're not fighting for real women or the woman. You're fighting just for your agenda. So they are down at the down there at the Capitol acting a fool. They out there protesting in the bathrooms. It's a lot of transgenders in the bathrooms talking about they are going to the bathroom. They can be in the women's bathroom. All that because the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, said that no, you can't go. If whatever you were born with, you have to go to that bathroom. And now they down there protesting all in the bathroom, things like that. We're fighting, like I said. We're not fighting. Why you can't respect a woman's boundaries? Why y'all Democrats can't respect women and us and our bodies and our sacred spaces? We don't want to be in the bathroom, using bathroom or showering with me, anybody, so anybody can put on a wig, or anybody don't have to put on a wig and just come in the bathroom with us and say, hey, I feel like I'm a woman today, and just look at you while you undressing or whatever. So where's the protection for real women? Where's the protection? They don't care about that, you all. It's not about that. That's how you know these people. That's why I keep saying these people are evil. What is it that you want a man to be around in women's sacred spaces, and you think that's okay? Come on, you all. This is the stuff we are fighting against. Idiotic behavior. Common sense and idiotic behavior. This is what we are fighting. So, y'all, we gotta make a change. We gotta flip Chicago red. We gotta flip Chicago red. All right, y'all. I love you all. Make sure you do that 6-week challenge and post and say something up under that challenge. Say, hey, I enjoyed it, or it was hard, or I'm getting a little better with it. Anything. My food, I was able to not eat starches today. I was able to not eat sweets today. You know, let's do this. We're going to be healthy. We're going to look good. We're going to feel good. We're going to be good. You all, we good. God got us. God got us. He's in control. All right. I love you all. I will see you all. Please like the video, like and share and subscribe. But I will see you all at 6 o'clock on Zoe channel with me, Jessica, and Zoe, to make them famous today. It's gonna be crazy. And guess what, you all? The aldermen are watching. They watching. They already when Miss Jessica was down there, I think it was Thursday or Wednesday. Here go one of them who act like he an ally. Ooh, I can't wait to see the first one. I can't wait to see what's happening, and they're talking about it. So the other aldermen are talking about it. Well, if you do what you're supposed to do, then you're gonna get a good review. You're gonna be good. But if you out here selling out your people, then you're not gonna be. The people gonna know the truth. They gonna know this. So that's exactly what he said. One of the aldermen came up to her and said that. Oh, they gonna be watching. They said, oh, they can't believe that y'all doing this. So yes. Yes, you all. Yes. Holding these people accountable. All right. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Now I see you all at 6 o'clock at the channel. All right. I'll be there at 6:30, but they're going to be on at 6 o'clock. I love you all, and please stay blessed and subscribe to the channel so you all can get the notifications when I go live. Thank you.